About a week ago, I made this bushcraft chair. And so now today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to make it. Alright, this is the processing station where we remove the branches off of trees we cut down. What you want to do is cut 4 sections of straight log. They're about 2.5 to 3 feet long. And so I know that these two are really curved and messed up, but we're going to just do a test run and see if this actually works with these. You can see with my old one that they are really straight, but I don't think it should affect much if they're curvy. Okay, so now that they're all cut, you're going to put them into 2 piles. This one will have the smaller logs, and then this one will have the thicker ones that will support the weight. Starting with my curvy log, I'm going to cut off all these little stubs still on it. I promise you guys, that wasn't sped up. Okay, so now on the smaller end of all of the logs, you're going to want to cut a 2-inch slant into the ends. They'll end up looking something like this. And so you want the angles when they fit together, and they make sort of like a 1.5 foot gap at the bottom, or just however big you want it. But it doesn't need to be perfect how they fit together. It'll secure later with lashing. So now that I've done these two, I'm going to work on the next ones. So that one's done, and the angles actually fit together a lot more nicely on this. For the next step, you're going to need a lot of rope. Okay, I'm going to try my best to show you guys how to do lashing, but my cameraman isn't here, so I got to sort of do this one-handed. Okay, so this is how you do your starter knot. Okay, my brother is going to help me record this. He actually came out to help me. So this knot that I just showed you how to make kind of, it's a slip knot, so it tightens when you pull on this longer piece. You're going to put the slip knot on below the slant that you made and tighten it up. And so now you're just going to wrap it around again and again until you get nearly to the top. Then you're going to bring it back behind it through that connection where those two meet. And go around there about like 5 times. Make sure it's really tight too. And then I usually just wrap it around a couple more times each direction. As long as you kept the rope pretty tight, that should be a pretty secure way to keep those 2 sticks together. I'm not going to even try to show you guys how to like tie it off because I just do a bunch of like random hoops. And so, yeah. I'm going to cut off the squiggly ends of this one also. Okay, so now you got the 2 V's secured together. So now it's time to go on to the next step. Now these ones you're going to want to be straight, but you're going to cut 2 about like 1.5 long branches. You're going to want to put these 2 pieces about 3/4 of the way down. So I'm going to make the slip knot again. Once you know how to do this, it gets really quick. You're going to tighten it around this thinner log. And so lashing on this will go a little bit differently. You're going to sort of want to make X shapes all over and over again. So you go around like that, around again. Then you're going to sort of switch directions. Make sure it's tight. Alright, so now it's pretty secure, so now you just need to tie it off again. Now you're going to do the same thing to all the other 3 sides. Okay, so that's finished now, and don't worry, there's not any more tying. Now you're going to want to cut another 2.5 foot log. On this log, you need to sharpen both ends into a V shape. Then you take that last log and put it between those 2 ends. Now it should be able to stand up straight. The last step to make it secure is wrap rope around like this, and get these 2 sticks together as close as you can. Now it is all secure and in place, so there's only one last step. You just need to cut out a whole bunch of small branches to go across to be the seat. Okay, so that's how you make the bushcraft chair. And you can see, even though we used the squiggly branches, it all turned out fine. It's sturdy and you could sit on it fine. And actually, believe it or not, this one turned out being way more comfortable than the original one I made. And these two just look really cool together. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more survival videos.